There have been some big changes in Gloucester's playing personnel ahead of the 201,718 season. 7 players have come in, with another 3 graduating from the academy, while 14 players have left. Other Premiership clubs have also been busy revamping their squads in preparation for the big kick-off, which starts with Gloucester against Exeter on September 1st, and a host of stars will be donning new colours for the very first time. British Irish Lions ace Liam Williams has joined double European champions Saracens, South Africa scrum half FAF de Klerk moved to Sale Sharks, and Newcastle Falcons recruited Canada's record try-scorer DTH Van der Merwe, to name just a few. There has also been plenty of business conducted between aviva Premiership rugby clubs, with Leicester Tigers signing England star George Ford from Bath Rugby and Freddie Burns going in the opposite direction, while veteran prop Petrus du Plessis has swapped Saracens for newly promoted London Irish. Here is your definitive guide to every transfer completed so far. Bath Rugby. Freddie Burns acknowledges the applause of the crowd after making his last appearance for Leicester at Welford Road during the Aviva Premiership match between Leicester Tigers and Sale Sharks at Welford Road on April 29, 2017 in Leicester, England. Photo by David Rogers. Getty Images. With England fly half George Ford joining Leicester Tigers, Bath Rugby negotiated a swap deal to secure a like-for-like replacement, with hometown boy Freddie Burns moving in the opposite direction. Bath's other marquee signing is another England international in the form of Sam Underhill, who returns to Aviva Premiership Rugby from Ospreys after beginning his career at Gloucester Rugby. In Darren Allinson, London Irish, Freddie Burns Leicester Tigers, Sean Knight Dragons, Josh Lewis Ebbw Vale, Anthony Perronice Bristol Rugby, James Phillips Bristol Rugby, Sam Underhill Ospreys out, David Denton Worcester Warriors, George Ford Leicester Tigers, Robbie Fruet Edinburgh Rugby, Joe Graham Rotherham Titans, Adam Hastings Glasgow Warriors, David Cece Zebra, Daniel Bowden released Exeter Chiefs, Matt Kovacic reigning Aviva Premiership Rugby champions. Exeter Chiefs have opted against making any sweeping changes to their squad, but have brought in flanker Matt Kovacic from Gloucester Rugby. A fine start to life with Exeter will only serve to aid the 25-year-old's bid to force his way back in the England fold. In James Freeman Jersey Reds, Matt Kovacic Gloucester Rugby, Tom O'Flaherty Ospreys, Toby Salmon Rotherham Titans, Wilhelm van der Slurry's Southern Kings, Nick White Montpellier. Out Will Hooley Bedford Blues, Dave Lewis Harlequins, Nico Matawalu released Jeff Parling Melbourne Rebels, Damien Welch Cardiff Blues, Ben White Cardiff Blues, Matt Jess, Tom Johnson, Hayden Thomas all retired Gloucester Rugby. Gloucester, England August 9. Jason Woodward of Gloucester Rugby poses for a portrait during the Gloucester Rugby squad photo call for the 20,172,018 Aviva Premiership Rugby season on August 9, 2017 in Gloucester, England. Photo by Lawrence Griffiths. Getty Images. British Irish Lion Greg Laidlaw and England winger Johnny May are 2 high-profile departures from King's home that have taken place this summer. In contrast, former New Zealand under-20 fullback Jason Woodward could prove an important addition for Gloucester Rugby following his impressive displays for relegated Bristol Rugby last term, while Leicester Tigers' Ed Slater will add bite to their forward pack. In Ruan Ackerman Lions, Fraser Balmain Leicester Tigers, Gareth Denman Northampton Saints, Jake Polidri Hartpury RFC, Ed Slater Leicester Tigers, Owen Williams Leicester Tigers, Jason Woodward Bristol Rugby, Ben Vellacott Academy, Freddie Clark Academy, Lloyd Evans Academy. Out Joe Batley Bristol Rugby, Darren Doradai London Irish, Paul Duran Hones Wasps, James Hook Ospreys, Sione Kalamafoni Leicester Tigers, Matt Kovacic Exeter Chiefs, Greg Laidlaw ASM. Clement Oven, Joe Latta Bristol Rugby, Tom Lindsay Bedford Blues, Salesy MAAFURC Narbonne, Johnny May Leicester Tigers, Matt Prothero Bristol Rugby, Dan Thomas Bristol Rugby, Jan Thomas Stade Rouen Harlequins. Dimitri Katrakilis of Quins poses for a portrait during the Harlequins photo call for the 20,172,018 Aviva Premiership Rugby season at the Stoop on August 18, 2017 in London, England. Photo by Julian Finney. Getty Images. Harlequins have plumped for a wealth of international talent during their summer recruitment drive, with Namibia's Ronaldo Bothma, South African Dimitri Katrakilis and twice-capped All Black Francis Sailly all set for their first cracks at Aviva Premiership Rugby. Katrakilis will look to recreate the form he showed with Montpellier as he attempts to fill the boots of newly retired club legend Nick Evans. In Ronaldo Bothma Bulls, Lewis Boyce Yorkshire Carnegie, Dimitri Katrakilis Montpellier, Ben Glynn Bristol Rugby, Dave Lewis Exeter Chiefs, Josh McNulty Gloucester Rugby, Francis Saley Munster, Phil Swainston Wasps. Out Owen Evans Doncaster Knights, Taylor Gendel Bristol Rugby, Matt Hopper Yonex, Dan Murphy Hartpury, Matt Shields Rotherham Titans, Rory Jackson Glasgow Warriors, Luke Jones, Robbie Nen, Niall Saunders all unattached, Carl Dixon, Nick Evans, Netani Talai, George Naropu, Mark Reddish all retired Leicester Tigers. George Ford and Johnny May stand out among the list of arrivals at Leicester Tigers ahead of the new season. The England pair arrive with a wealth of top-level experience and much will be expected of them when they take to the field in green, red and white. In George Ford Bath Rugby, Joe Ford Yorkshire Carnegie, Jonah Holmes Yorkshire Carnegie, Sione Kalamafoni Gloucester Rugby, Nick Malouf Australia Sevens, Johnny May Gloucester Rugby, Gareth Owen Scarlets, Dominic Ryan Leinster. Out Fraser Balmain Gloucester Rugby, Peter Beetham ASM Clermont Auvergne, Ricardo Brunara Rovigo, Ollie Bryant Jersey Reds, Freddie Burns Bath Rugby, Ryan Olawifella England Sevens, JP Peterson Toulon, Jack Roberts Cardiff Blues, Ed Slater Gloucester Rugby, Owen Williams Gloucester Rugby, Samuel Wayawe Glasgow Warriors, Will Owen released, Marcos Etzer retired London Irish Darren Doradiak after returning to Aviva Premiership Rugby at the first time of asking. London Irish have gone on an almighty recruitment drive bringing in 11 new faces. Most are well versed in the trials and tribulations of the league, perhaps none more than South Africa-born prop Petrus du Plessis, who has left Saracens for a new life at the Madejski Stadium. In Darren Doradiak Gloucester Rugby, Petrus du Plessis Saracens, Sire Fyinga Brumbies, Lashalo Midze Krasny Yar, Luke McLean Binnieton Treviso, Ben Miho and Melbourne Rebels, Napoleone Nalaga Lion, Teofilo Paulo Binnieton Treviso, Gordon Reed Glasgow Warriors, Manasar Saulo Toulon, Jake Schatz Melbourne Rebels. Out Darren Allenson Bath Rugby, Gerard Ellis Dragons Rugby, Luke Narraway Coventry Jerry Sexton Jersey Reds Jeb Sinclair, Joe Treefoot, Tevi Takalo Matangi, George Robson all released, Tom Court retired Newcastle Falcons. Toby Flood of the Newcastle Falcons poses for a portrait during the Newcastle Falcons photo call at Kingston Park on August 17, 2017 in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. Photo by Lawrence Griffiths. Getty Images. At Newcastle Falcons, Toby Flood is the name on every fan's lips. The 32-year-old former England star has returned to his former club 9 years after departing for Leicester Tigers and is back in Aviva Premiership Rugby after a 3-year spell with Toulouse. He will be joined at Falcons by Canadian ace DTH Van der Merwe, who arrives from Scarlets. In Ryan Burrows Yorkshire Carnegie, Tevi Takavubati Worcester Warriors, Cameron Cowell England Sevens, Trevor Davison Bladen, Gary Graham Jersey Reds, Toby Flood Toulouse, Joe Matavsey Redruth, Josh Matavsey Ospreys, Sammy Maving the Lion, Maxime Memos Leicester Tigers, Adam Radwin Derrington Mowden Park, Sam Stewart Richmond, DTH Van der Merwe Scarlets, Charlie Wilson Academy. Out Fred Burden released, Joshua Chisanga released, Mike Delaney Bay of Plenty, Archie Erskine Edinburgh Rugby, Andrew Foster Rotherham Titans, Ben Harris Wasps, Moritz Bota, Tom Catterick, Sam Edgerton all retired Northampton Saints. Piers Francis of England scores his side's second try during the international test match between Argentina and England at Estadio CA Colón on June 17, 2017 in Santa Fe, Argentina. Photo by Dan Mellon. Getty Images. Northampton Saints have shuffled their pack by allowing 12 players to depart. But they have also brought in 5 players from the Southern Hemisphere, with the likes of David Ribbons and Francois Van Wyck arriving from Super Rugby. In Mitchidi Bristol Rugby, Piers Francis Blues, Jamal Ford Robinson Bristol Rugby, Rob Horn Waratahs Cobus Rainek Sharks, Francois Van Wyck Western Force. Out Callum Clark's Saracens, Gareth Denman Gloucester Rugby, Lee Dixon Bedford Blues, JJ Hanrahan Leinster, Sam Olver Worcester Warriors, Howard Packman Bedford Blues, Lewis P. Camole Montpellier, Ethan Waller Worcester Warriors, James Wilson, Sam Dickinson, Jake Ilnicki, George PC all released. Sale Sharks FAF de Klerk of Lions in action during the Super Rugby semi-final match between Emirates Lions and Hurricanes at Emirates Airline Park on July 29, 2017 in Johannesburg, South Africa. Photo by Gallo Images. Getty Images. 2 South African-born internationals are among the raft of new faces at Sale Sharks. Springbok FAF de Klerk has come in from Super Rugby's Lions, while Scotland international Josh Strauss is another Sale capture from Glasgow Warriors. In Wallcliffe, Bristol Rugby, Wilgriff, John Doncaster Knights, Mark Jones, Bristol Rugby, FAF de Klerk Lions, James O'Connor Toulon, John O'Ross Stade Francais, Josh Strauss Glasgow Warriors, Alexandru Tara Spezia. Out Sam Bedlow Bristol Rugby, Andrew Hughes Sale FC, Kieran Longbottom Saracens, James Mitchell Connacht, Dan Mugford Plymouth Albion, Matt Rogerson Jersey Reds, Peter Stringer Worcester Warriors, Sam Chuishu Pou Coventry, Neil Briggs, Mike Phillips both retired, Charlie Ingle, Tim Jeffers, Magnus Lund, Jonathan Mills, Tom Morton, Connor Diva, all released Saracens. Liam Williams breaks clear to set up a try for teammate Sean O'Brien following his heroics for the British Irish Lions in New Zealand earlier this summer. Saracens supporters will be looking forward to seeing Welsh firecracker Liam Williams in action following his move from Scarlets. Williams arrives at the top of his game and will step into the breach left by England star Chris Ashton, who has moved to Toulon. In Callum Clark Northampton Saints, Dominic Day Rebels, Tom Griffiths Academy, Kieran Longbottom Sale Sharks, Will Skelton Waratahs, Hayden Thompson Stringer Academy, Christopher Tolofua Toulouse, Tom Whiteley Academy, Liam Williams Scarlets. Out Chris Ashton Toulon, Petrus Duplessis London Irish, Tom Lindsay Bedford Blues, George Perkins Bristol Rugby, Jared Saunders Jersey Reds, Brian Tuialagi Dax, Samu Vunisa Glasgow Warriors, Fatiga Lemelu released, Tim Streether Neil de Kock, Jim Hamilton, Kelly Brown all retired. Wasps Paul Doran Jones is set to join Wasps. Wasps have injected even more flair into their offensive engine room with the capture of former England and Great Britain 7s international Marcus Watson from Newcastle Falcons and Fiji international Gabriel Lova-Balavu, who comes in from French outfit Bayonne. In Paul Doran Jones Gloucester Rugby, Antonio T.J. Harris Nottingham Rugby, Ben Harris Newcastle Falcons, Wam de Jong Stormers, Gabriel Lova-Balavu Bayonnes, Marcus Watson Newcastle Falcons. Out Kirtley Beale Waratahs, Tom Bristow released, Nick De Luca retired, Carlo Festuccia retired, Frank Halipau, Alapati Liua Bristol Rugby, Phil Swainston Harlequins Worcester Warriors, Peter Stringer. The turnover of players has been colossal at Worcester Warriors, meaning that there could be a very different flavour to the Midlands outfit when they dive into the new season. Among those coming in, former Ireland man Peter Stringer, 39, brings untold experience, while Scotland forward David Denton could prove a key man at Six Ways following his move from Bath Rugby. In David Denton Bath Rugby, Tom Howe Wasps, Simon Kerrod Jersey Reds, Sam Mulver Northampton Saints, Piers Phillips Jersey Reds, Peter Stringer Sale Sharks, Ethan Waller Northampton Saints. Out Derek Appiah London Scottish, Tevita Kavubati Newcastle Falcons, Mike Daniels Hartpury College, Tifeden Nottingham Rugby, James Johnston Breve, Ryan Lamb La Rochelle, Nama Lelai Mailfager Breve, Val Rapava Ruskin Gloucester Rugby, Orguy Slowick Northern Suburbs Rugby Club, Chris Vui Bristol Rugby, Phil Dowson retired, Andy Short retired, Sam Betty, Tom Biggs, Connor Braid, Jabba Bregvadze, Ryan Grant, Cooper Vuna all released.